Something a little different in the Rocky Mountain High, and no, that isn't a pun about the state of Colorado's laws about a said controlled substance. No lying in the weeds here. This is Short Time Shots, a somewhat daily look at the happenings in college wrestling. I'm your host, 11-time award-winning Hall of Fame wrestling broadcaster and journalist Jason Bryant, and I'm not just blowing smoke. Speaking of things that make you bleary-eyed, I got to both Target and Menards today to get some lawn bags. You know, the big paper bags that are biodegradable so you can throw your leaves in them and such. I got 2 giant maple trees in the backyard. Yeah, need those things. Both places completely sold out. What kind of bizarro world is this? Did the delivery driver just get stuck in Boulder a little too long? Totally left us high and dry. Okay, anyway, dad jokes. In Denver, the 53rd edition of the NWCA All-Star Classic, presented by 9,000 sponsors here, came and went with a split format featuring 5 men's matches and 5 women's matches. On the men's side, Joey McKenna of Ohio State topped Cade Brock of Oklahoma State in what was an exciting match until McKenna picked up 4 near fall in the second period and blew the match wide open. As we keep going with that, the night's most exciting match came in what's typically the most sluggish weight as Oklahoma State's Derek White topped Maryland's Yusuf Hamida 7-5 in sudden victory. These 2 guys were scrapping like little guys out there. Nebraska's Taylor Venz upended Cornell's Max Dean in another solid bout at 184 pounds. Venz picked up late points to ice a 10-5 win. Miles Amid of Michigan hammered Jacoby Smith of Oklahoma State to the tune of a 10-2 major decision. The night's finale saw top-ranked Matthew Kolodziej of Princeton become the first Tiger wrestler to win a bout at the All-Star Classic in school history with an 11-7 win over Mitch Finesilver of Duke. Finesilver grew up not far from the arena in suburban Denver. As far as history goes, Princeton was 0-5 all-time in the event, including Kolodziej's loss to Max Thompson last year. On the women's side, Simon Frazier's Dominique Parrish and Emmanuel's Abby Nettie and Maria Vidalis were dominant in their victories, each earning technical superiority wins. Parrish opened the day beating Gabriela Ramos-Diaz of Wayland Baptist 10-0 at 123, while Nettie beat Erica Mahalka of Missouri Baptist 10-0 at 130 pounds. Now, Vidalis reversed last year's outcome by earning a 12-0 technical fall over Campbellsville's Charlotte Fowler at 109. Fowler had defeated Vidalis 14-3 at last year's All-Star Classic in Princeton. At 170, Brittany Marshall of Wayland Baptist topped Mariah Harris of Campbellsville 3-1 with a takedown with 48 seconds remaining in a rematch of last year's WCWA Championship final that ended in almost the same fashion. In the one match that did see a late comeback, Alexis Porter of McKendree scored 6 points in the final period to rally past King's Nicole Joseph 6-3. On the Division I match on Friday evening, Matt Voss's technical fall at 285 pounds rallied George Mason past VMI 20-17. Even in defeat, keep an eye on VMI's Neil Richards. He's up at 174 this year and picked up an impressive technical fall over Mason's Colston DeBlasi. Clarion trounced Gardner-Webb 42-9 up in PA. Brock Zackrell, ranked by most everyone in the top 10 for Clarion at 149 pounds, earned a 13-3 major decision, while Gardner-Webb's nationally ranked Tyler Marinelli got past Mark Bartolo 5-3 at 157. Clarion ended the bout by going fall, tech fall, or 2 falls and a tech fall to close things out. Division II, Ashland went 4-0 on the day at the Kent State Duels, including a 21-14 win over Division I host Kent State. The Eagles, that's Ashland for those of you who are wondering, beat Kent State's branch campus. I don't even know how to say it. That's just bad reporting on my part. Tuscarawas, I believe it is. It's an NCAA school. They beat the branch campus, NAI, Lindsey Wilson, and Division III, Otterbein. So that's the Division II school that gets wins over a D1, a D3, an NAI, and an NCAA program in the same quad. That does not happen very often. Also in that quad, if that's really what you want to call it, the Jeff Brees era at Lake Erie began as the Storm earned victories over Division III Otterbein, NAI, Lindsey Wilson, and Cowley Community College, which is a junior college that made the trip all the way from back in Kansas. Yeah, a little Joe Dirt reference for you. NAI Lindenwood Belleville trampled Division III McMurray 47-3 on the men's side of things, but McMurray would get the 25-18 win over the Lynx in the women's duel. Out west, Providence. No, not the Friars. The out west. West. Don't go to Providence, Rhode Island when I say west, unless you live in Maine. So Providence, the University of Providence, that's one in Great Falls, Montana, formerly known as the University of Great Falls, beat North Idaho 37-7, and Southern Oregon beat Southwestern Oregon 27-20 in duels that saw NAIA schools beat NJCAA programs. More of the NJCAA. Muskegon got a pair of wins, beating Niagara and Triton, while the California community colleges, oh my goodness, they actually had their scores reported the same night. Yes, score. Anyway, Santa Rosa came away with a pair of wins in a weird double duel. And yes, that double duel actually included Chabot, Sierra, and ELAC, which is East Los Angeles College. Another more on that in a minute. But Santa Rosa, the Bear Cubs, seriously, the Bear Cubs beat Sierra and ELAC in dual action. That's that fall league in California. So by the way, Chabot and Sierra went criteria 30-30. Okay, so all of the criteria matched. And now I'm guessing the assumption this was criteria G, which was first takedown. Don't have an actual box score, but that would be the second time this year that Chabot was in a 30-30 criteria duel that went down to criteria G. The last one came on October 13th against Shasta. Yikes. Now, I'm going to guess that I hope they got the criteria right, because it would not be the first time that we saw criteria scored incorrectly out west. Anyway, all these results are available at Matt Talk Online scoreboard page at almanac.matttalkonline.com, and to subscribe for free to the daily wrestling news at matttalkonline.com/news. Just me, Scarface, and Old James. Wait a minute. I don't remember no Old James. That has been Short Time Shots for November 2nd, 2018. The Short Time Wrestling Podcast is proudly outfitted by Compound Clothing. Shirts, singlets, custom gear orders, everything you need. Call up Cliff and the crew at cmpteamwear.com. First time listening? Well, you can change that by going to matttalkonline.com/get-short-time to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or listen on your favorite podcatcher at matttalkonline.com/listen.